Hello everyone, this is Flop66 once again, and welcome back to my Let's Play of the PS3 version of Lemmings. In the previous video I did the trial levels. There was only 5 of them, and it introduced you to the concepts of the game. And I do apologise for not making much use of the fast forward button in that. I try and speed up the levels as much as possible and not natter so much this time. Okay, so let's get on with the fun levels. The first level is called Start With Nothing, End With Nothing. Got to 100 lemmings, got to save all 100, and we've got 8 minutes, so plenty of time. So in the previous video I was talking a lot about the PSP version of Lemmings and how this game has got a lot of similarities to it. It doesn't have the same graphic sets, but okay, I'll build this clearly for that. I'm gonna try a shortcut in this level. I'm gonna see if this lemming can come back and mine. Might be a horrendous shortcut to this level. Anyway, I was talking about a lot about the PSP version, how the graphic sets are similar, and okay, I think I'm starting to see a problem. I don't know, it's not too bad a problem actually. It actually works. Okay, so I haven't done the level in the intended way. Obviously, you're supposed to mine there, and then bash here, and then since you can't get up there, you've got to mine down there, and then walk up and get the digger, which you then use back over here. So obviously the developers didn't bank on us working out, well, it is pretty obvious to be fair. They probably should just put another basher in or something instead of having a miner. And again, there's nothing stopping us using that miner as well. But then again, when you got that far, you might as well just go the full way and get the digger. So anyway, the level's solved, so I'm going to fast forward it to see. I'm going to watch all the 100 lemmings individually going in and saying thank you for it. They are very polite though, aren't they? You got to admit. Okay, so we're on to level 2 now. That level didn't take too long. That was a severe back route though, to be fair. I didn't do the level in the intended way, but it still worked. So the next level is called Floaters All The Way. We've got 4 lemmings, got to save all 4, we've got less than a minute, so clearly it's just a case of I think there's probably going to be more there's more skill collecting involved. So as each floater comes out, we've got to give them to a lemming to stop them falling to their deaths. There we go, level's done. And that took 20 seconds literally. Can't complain about that, I suppose. Okay, so we're on the 3rd level now, down and down we go. Got 10 lemmings, 3 to be saved, and we've got 5 minutes. So I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of lemmings going to waste because we had to use blockers on them or something. In fact, we get 99 of floaters and blockers, which I don't really understand. Something that's physically impossible to use because we only got 10 lemmings. The most we can go down to is 89 on either of them. Okay. I just guessed that blocker was probably going there because it really looks like we're just going to be zigzagging down most of the way. It's very reminiscent of the original Lemmings level, tailor-made for blockers, except it includes floaters with it as well. I'm just doing a lot of guesswork with this as well. Pretty self-explanatory, this level. Yeah, we've got a trap down at the bottom there. Don't know if you saw it there. It'd be nice if we could see that trap in full colour and glory, because every time we see that trap it's always concealed. There we go, we can see it now. And we save 4 lemmings, which is more than required. I think for the lemming leader achievement it's actually possible to do this level only using 3 blockers, I believe. I think you have to fall down to the right somewhere and you fall onto a much lower platform. But obviously just refer to my text guide if you want a full description. Okay, so it's level 4 now. Give a fellow lem a hand. Got 2 lemmings. We're going to save both of them. We've got 10 minutes. 10 minutes is way too long for this level. I don't think we'd even need that. I don't think we even need anywhere near that. Let's be honest with ourselves here. Time limits in some of these levels were very, very generous. It's a bit like, why do you need 5 minutes to do level 2 on the original Lemmings? Floaters will be handy here or something. Okay. So let's stop and think for a moment. We've got a climber and a floater, which I assume is probably going to be used to climb and float over this bit. Got a digger. And a builder down there. So I'm guessing the digger's probably going to be used here, since we can't get the bashers without the builder. Okay, so this level just falls into place itself. We're clearly going to use the builder here, and the climber and the floater to get over here, and it'll collect the bashers on the way, which will allow this lemming to get from here to here. And as a consequence, when this lemming gets over, he'll also be in this section and we'll be able to go home as well. So once the digger comes, oh okay, I gave the climb to the wrong person there, my apologies. Okay, so I'll change to the digger beforehand this time and just wait for it to be collected. There it is. Now we'll go back to climbing and umbrellaing. We should have a builder now. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So hopefully this lemming just gets to the wall and gets to the wall on the last brick and does not turn around, because otherwise the level's going to be failed. If he turns around, the level's failed basically. So he's collected both bashers, that's good. So we've got what we need to complete the level now, so we're just going to fast forward it. And fast forward again. That level wasn't too tricky. This is probably the sort of thinking that the game's trying to get you in. This is the sort of thinking that the game wants you to think, you know. It wants you to think this way when you get onto the harder levels. I think that's a good example of what sort of thought train you need to be in when you're playing this game. Okay, so we've got a teleporter in this level by the looks of it, and oh crap, sorry, I'm pressing the control pad for some reason. My first teleporter, we've got 20 lemmings, we need to save 21 of them, and we've got 2 minutes. So because we've got to save one more lemming than we currently got, there's going to be a cloning machine as well. It's the only way we're going to be physically be able to save one more than we've currently got. Sorry, I'm getting my words mixed up. Okay, so let's pause a moment. The level's not very big. It's literally only as big as this area here. So we've got a digger, and we've got 20 floaters, which I assume are going to be used to get down this bit. And the lemmings will go through the teleporter and then turn around and come back and go home. So we've got our 20 lemmings automatically. Just going to get down to this clone machine and back out again. So what we'll do is we'll increase the release rate, because we haven't got a very big time limit. And then the last lemming will turn into a digger. So I think the important thing with this level is I think they want you to turn up the release rate purely because of the brutal time limit, which I was complimenting in last level because we got given 10 minutes to do something. It only took about 2. I really wish you could bank time on these versions of Lemmings. Okay, so just gonna wait for this basher to be collected. I think we waited a little too long there, because so we probably made the release rate a little bit too high. Time is running out. Yeah, we know about that. But I think these Lemmings are going to make it with plenty of time to spare. And they do. 20 seconds remaining. So turning up the release rate was really important there, because if you left it at release rate 40, you'd probably be running out of time just as you're releasing. The Lemmings are probably hitting the teleport pad or something. The 2 Lemmings that you free, that is. Okay, so we're on full level 6 now. Again, there's only 10 levels per difficulty now, so in this version of Lemmings, so the difficulties aren't very long at all. Depends how long it takes you to do each individual level, I suppose. Taxing Mayhem might still take a while. But this level looks like it's going to take a while because, for one reason, it's dark, and I don't like dark levels. And we've got 10 Lemmings, we've got to save 4, so there's going to be a lot of messing about on this level by the looks of it. And because it's dark, it's going to be hard to see what we're doing until we've actually got some Lemmings up there to check it out. We've got 6 blockers, so I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of blocking involved on this level. Just as well, we've got 10 Lemmings and 6 blockers, and we've got to save 4, isn't it? Because it looks like all the blockers are going to be used. We might as well turn them all into floaters. Ah, that's an interesting point actually. There's a floater for everybody, so we don't really need to worry about Lemmings falling to their deaths. So we might as well just give everybody a floater straight out of the trapdoor. Okay. See, now they've lit those lanterns up top there, we can actually see what we're doing up there. It's pretty interesting the way that the game has made some dark levels, so you can't really see what you're doing until you've taken a Lemming up there and had a look. But that's alright, I suppose. It's annoying, but at the same time it's very fulfilling, if that makes any sense. Okay. I think I've worked it out. Depends if you can dig all the way down here, which I think you can. Yes, you can. Okay, so these Lemmings need to turn into blockers, because otherwise they're going to fall off the right-hand platform. Okay. That's interesting then. We can't use our last digger because we've got to use our last digger here. So I think the builders have got to be used to get up this that vertical bit at the beginning there. But that's all right. Okay, please climb. Yeah, good. That's great because we want the Lemming to fall to the right here because I don't think this Lemming's going to fall to the right. Oh, he does fall to the right, that's alright. I'll make him hit like the lantern just in case there's something there we're not aware of. Okay, so all the lanterns are lit now, so we can see the whole level, which is good. So I'm going to zoom in for this bit, which you can do by pressing the triangle button. Okay, I think I started by going the wrong way as well, because he's going to hit that sloped bit, which is not good. Yeah, it's wasting builders, that is. So I'm just going to turn into a blocker for simplicity. Okay. Yeah, I think every builder has to count here as well, so hopefully we have not failed. Oh crap, that's not good. One Lemming went the wrong way there. Yeah, I think we're going to fail because we're going to run out of builders. Because two were wasted. So I'm going to speed this up as much as possible and have a retry at this level. I know you don't have to give all 4 climbers out immediately, but they're in no immediate danger. Okay, so that's all there. So what would have happened was, as soon as they got up here to this bit here, the remaining lemmings would have traversed the rest. They would have gone through the rest of the level completely worry-free, and we would have okay, that's probably wasting time there. I should probably get the diggers done as soon as possible. But at least we don't have to worry about all the climber lemmings disappearing back to the beginning of the level now. Okay, so we want a lemming to the right doing the digging for simplicity. There we go. And make sure we start building to the right this time for simplicity. And hopefully he'll make it all the way. See, I didn't think a bridge went that far on this game. I obviously underestimate the skill of the builders on this. There we go, getting much better use out of these now. Okay, this is going to get tricky now. Okay, one more. Okay, that should do it, I hope. Yeah, it does. Okay, we'll zoom out again. And level done, we've got 2 of each skill remaining. 2 blockers and 2 builders. That level was quite tricky, to be fair. Took a bit of working out. And I did have to retry it once because I sucked with builder placement. Overall, it's not too bad. Okay, another tricky level by the looks of it, because there's lots of got a long way up by the looks of it. So we've got to go from the bottom left to the top right. We've got 2 lemmings, we're going to save 2, and we've got 10 minutes. There's probably some climbers and floaters involved because I noticed there's a bit of a trap. It's a metal trap just after the entrance. Yeah, it's a teleporter, so it's not as tricky as it looks actually. So we've got, what's that then? Is that a trap? Okay, so we don't get our second climber until we get up to the wall here. Okay, so what are we supposed to do exactly? I see. Problem is, once this climber is obtained, what's going to happen? Because this he's just gonna walk back and go splat. Don't really understand that, to be honest. I see. I probably should have gone through the. That doesn't really help either. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone through the red teleporter first. I'm probably going to fail the level for that now. So I'm just going to cut my losses now and restart, because you can't go back through the red teleporter once you've gone through it. So we're going to build over both teleporters. What is that to the left anyway? I don't know what that is. So big mistake on this level, going through the red teleporter immediately. You should ignore it. And the important thing is, because of the whole rule of you go in the same way as you come out, you should use a builder on this teleporter as well. And then make sure you hit the wall and approach it from the right. I think the level warns you of that as well. And you get an umbrella as well, which helps even more with the solution. Okay, so we've bashed through the wall now. And we've got the other climber. So once the other climber is obtained, that lemming can go home safely. And this lemming floats to the ground. Oh crap. Okay, I failed the level purely because I did not give the basher to the lemming that just climbed over the wall. Wasn't paying attention there, I do apologise. So, this time we won't fail. Well, failing for not knowing what to do, that is. I can't do anything about execution errors, obviously. Okay, so wait for the climber. Give that guy a floater, and then use a basher on this bridge when he walks over it, using the newly formed climber lemming. And he'll walk onto the teleporter. And then both lemmings will go home. So, the whole point of that was just to get this one-way block out of the way, because if you're not familiar with lemmings, you can only bash in the direction the arrow states. Which is the point of the green teleporter. Watch where you dig. Another blind level by the looks of it, because we've got to uncover it as we go. We've got 3 lemmings, got to save all 3, and we've got 5 minutes. Well, I say all 3. I'm not sure there's any clone machines anywhere. Probably soon find out. Okay, so we've got 1 builder, so clearly we're not going to get this level done with the 1 builder. So, and I'm looking at the wrong area. I should not be looking where the exit is. I should be looking where the entrance is. And there's a builder off to the left, and we all know the lemming's going to come out to the right because they always do. And we've got a release rate of 70, so we're going to have 3 lemmings coming out one after the other. Okay, so we need to uncover a bit more of this level to find out a bit more about it. I know there's a trap over there. There's a digger there as well. So it looks like we're going to have to dig right here. There's some sort of trap down there as well. Okay. Okay, so clearly we're going to have to let the lemmings walk back, and we need both builders because we need to build over the trap as well. So we'll make the first lemming build, then the other lemmings will walk straight past, and he makes it just to the top of this platform. It even tells you where the axe is going to hit. It's just a notch marked out in the floor there. That's pretty good. Don't know if you can see that. Okay, and he should turn around. Yeah, he does turn around. And he needs the digger to get back down. Otherwise he's going to go back and walk on the trap trigger. Okay, so it looks like the digger's not going to go splat on this because there's only 2 floaters. Okay. It's probably ideal timing there actually, because these lemmings need to be walking to the left when they come back. Because we have no idea what's down there, do we? So we'll give both these guys floaters. Of course those guys walk up, but that's fine because they'll walk over the trap. As long as they're not going left towards the trap, it's fine. Which won't happen. So the digger doesn't go splat, so I think the level's all but done now. I don't fancy my chances on finding out what's over there anyway. It's probably some sort of trap that I'm not aware of. They seem to like they're trapped on these on this port of Lemmings. Goes without saying, really. It seems like the developers like putting us in life or death situations on this game. That level wasn't too bad. Bit bit of thinking involved on that one. Bit of unusual having to walk back to the left to collect the builder just to the left of the entrance. So it's a bit annoying that you have to do that. It would be annoying if there was a stricter time limit, but it wasn't too bad. Okay, so on level 9, so we've got 2 levels left remaining of fun, then the video will be done. Watch how you go now. Got 20 lemmings, got to save 19 and 3 minutes. So I've noticed most of these levels seem to give you a guide of how many lemmings you should be saving, which kind of helps with the solution as well, I suppose. Gives you an idea of where you should be aiming, of how many lemmings need to be sacrificed. Ooh, interesting music on this level. Okay, so it looks like one lemming is going to be suiciding just for the sake of getting a blocker. So that's probably going to be our lemming that dies. Actually, no. Actually, yeah, I know. He's got to go down and collect the blocker and then build. Okay, so because the blocker is going to be the one that dies. Since there doesn't seem to be much focus on freeing blockers in this version of Lemmings. And then, I see. You turn the block, use the blocker to turn the lemmings around. They go to the teleporter, come up here, and they go to the exit. And the lemming with the builders will go to the exit as well because he's got a floater, so you don't have to worry about full distance. So, not a too bad level. So, and the release rate's quite low, so the lemmings are going to be quite far apart, so it's quite an easy to execute solution. Okay, so something I actually like in this port of Lemmings as well, as opposed to the PS1 version of Lemmings, you can change skills while you're paused. And you can even select a Lemming. And when it unpause, they will be that skill. Okay, so it's just a case of giving every Lemming that comes out now a floater. Don't forget to give the builder a floater as well. And most importantly, make sure the builder makes it all the way across the goo as well. Gunk, whatever you want to call it. Give the blocker a floater as well. There's no, you're not wasting them. It's pretty cool that the blocker just holds the umbrella in his hand right there as well, so you can see that he's got it. Builder's nearly done. There you go, builder's done now. So as soon as he time is not really an issue on this either. Still got less than 2 minutes to go. Okay, done all we can now, so we're just going to watch them all go home. If you're not already familiar with this version of Lemmings, it will automatically cut out whenever you get to a state where there's any blockers remaining. You don't need to use the Armageddon tab or anything. I don't think there even is an Armageddon on this anymore. It's weird because there was an Armageddon in Lemmings Touch, which was released last year. So they haven't completely given up on Armageddon. So we're on the last level of fun now. Beam me up, Lemmy. And we've got 3 Lemmings, 3 to be saved, and 3 minutes. And there's quite a lot of work to be done on this level, but by the looks of it, unless there's a teleporter somewhere. It doesn't seem to show teleporters in the previews. It doesn't seem to show any clone machines either. So let's have a look, shall we? I'm sure it's probably not going to be as much work as it looks. Yeah, I'm right, there was a teleporter. It's just a case of getting down here where my cursor is, and the level's solved. So we've got 2 builders, 1 miner, and we've got a builder and digger to be collected. So let's go get out of the way. And okay, there's a trap down here which I've just noticed, so we've got to be able to okay, I see what's going on now. You've got to use the builder. Give it to the first lemming because I think the second one will slip past anyway. Yeah, I'm right, he does slip past. Okay, so those lemmings are trapped now and won't walk into the trap or get in the way of the or fall into the gap in the floor. So there we go. This level's not too bad. So it's just a case of building across this gap now, and then they give you 2 just in case you don't make it, which is good. So dig to get out. Oh, so lucky you didn't fall all the way down and walk to the left there, but I don't think that could have happened anyway, to be honest. The most important thing is just making sure the lemmings hit the teleporter and are walking right at the time, otherwise they'll walk left and go splat. But to be honest, I don't think that's possible to do anyway. Okay, that took us half an hour, but we've done all 10 levels of fun. And to be honest, while there were fun levels, it wasn't like in the original Lemmings where they gave you 20 of everything and you were able to solve the level how you pleased. It was a case of giving you some simple puzzles. And I don't know about you, but there's 2 kinds of Lemmings players. Players who like to solve the levels the way they please and get given a lot of everything to do the level with, and there's Lemmings players who like to be given a set amount of tasks and, you know, have to work out what to do with them. I'm a bit of both, to be honest. I like doing 20 of everything skill levels, which are quite common in the original Lemmings, for the second half of fun and the first half of tricky in particular. And then I like you know, your taxing and mayhem levels, which are a pain in the arse to work out. Anyway, I won't waffle now. This has been the 10 levels of fun on the PS3 version of Lemmings, and in the next video I'll be tackling the tricky levels. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.